when you're writing and you start a song, how do you know whether it's going to be a Nick Jonas solo project or a Jonas Brothers song?
Well, I've been getting this question more and more now because I think it's surprising to people that that I'm doing both, or that both can coexist in such a seamless way. But I think that that's kind of the beauty of this new chapter that the brothers and I sort of set upon back in 2019, going back to the Happiness Begins, relaunch and everything. When we said it, we really meant it. We weren't just blowing smoke. We do think that we can have the freedom to kind of go and do what we want to do as individuals, and then come back and do brother stuff, and it can be bigger and better than ever. And that's a cool thing. I actually look at BTS, for instance, and I went to one of their shows at the Rose Bowl out in California a couple of years ago, and it was cool to see them, kind of doing their individual songs and then coming back as the group and doing their songs together. And then, just that ability to have that freedom as a group is really rare. And I think that's, something that we love is that we can go and do these individual things, or Joe with DNCE, and come back, and it only makes the group stronger.
But just like, you guys, you sort of joked on SNL. Kevin was there in the audience during your monologue. He was kind of like, yo, like, are we okay? Obviously, they are going to coexist, and you are going to continue to do solo things and things all together. But when you were ready to be like, okay, I want to do some Nick stuff, did you have to sit down and be like, okay, the time has come, I'm doing it right now, like it's happening? Did you have to have an honest conversation, or have you guys it can be this fluid thing?
Well, I started writing first, not knowing what it was going to be for. And then it became pretty clear that it was going to be more of a solo vibe and kind of be like a themed album in a sense. And so it was pretty seamless. I just kind of went to the guys like, hey, I want to play some music. And they're both like, we love this. This is great. What's it for? I was like, well, I think it's for me. And they're like, okay.
Good. That's great.
Right.
That's awesome.
It was just sort of simple. And naturally there were like conversations around, okay, what's our plan after this? And kind of what's the bigger picture goals. And the reality is that we love traveling together, love touring. And when we can tour in, we fully intend to. Because we can't, it seems like the perfect time for me to make this album, which is, I think, really expressive of this sort of individual journey and my journey and kind of story. And then hopefully it is something that people can really relate to and connect with.